People are not the only ones feeling this heat, so are utilities, which means, well, you're going to feel the heat. Look no further than last weekend, as Jackie was pointing out, blackout threw New York into utter chaos for a while. It wasn't nearly as hot as it is today. I think it was in the 80s at the time. Now we're pushing 100 or higher. So what can we expect as the thermometers rise? Energy analyst Phil Flynn. Phil, what do you think?
I think right now we're going to challenge our infrastructure unlike anything we've had in years, Neil. And we're hearing from the utilities around the country that say that they are prepared for this, but they are prepared for the worst as well. Here in Illinois, Commonwealth Edison, where prices are going to, the temperatures are going to hit over 114 degrees. That's what it's going to feel like. The heat index today are saying that they're going to have extra crews on hand. They're going to be working extra hours to respond to any possible power outages. And already we've had some power outages across the country. Some say it's because of the heat. Some say it's because of the aging infrastructure. Madison, Wisconsin had a major fire in one of their stations and knocked out power, which was extremely dangerous to those residents. Now, they say it wasn't directly related to the heat. It was a fire in a station. But at the end of the day, probably that fire was made worse by the hot temperatures. Across the country, too, we're getting different cities as well that are saying, you know, stay cool. Even Mayor de Blasio is saying maybe a good way to stay cool is take a bath. You know, keep your air conditioner out, take a bath, and maybe we can keep the lights on. So we're going to have to hope that that's a good advice for New York. Maybe here in Chicago we'll take the same advice, Neil.
All right, this is a family show, young man, but the image can only go so far. Thank you very, very much. Stay cool.
That's right.
Phil Flynn, one of the best at following these markets. Ignore the